Like I was like, all right, well, let's keep the good times rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was showing Rab this, and Rab was just like ready to punch me in the face. I had a little help because the wife helped me out. Oh no, I broke him.
Hey, those things are addictive. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna.
See, I
It
told
seems like
you
they're not. Those things are addictive. I
they
literally
are.
I literally eat about 4 or 5 of them a day.
So those are my 4 new bags because I still have this one that still has some in it. So if
I
you
got
want to
2.
get them, they're still for sale.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
use code BME20, get 20% off. Get them before they sell out because then you're gonna have to wait till next fall.
What's up, Josh? What's happening,
If you
man?
don't want the chocolates, get 20% off whatever's on that site. I mean, a lot of great stuff, a lot of great vitamins. I just started using the easy to swallow, those orange ones, the tablet there.
I got them
Awesome.
right here.
What's up, Don?
I
Janae,
gave them,
Yeah,
I
how
you
you
gave
got
them to
them.
doing?
wifey.
Yeah,
What's up, John? How's it going?
yeah, they smell like TikTok, Tic Tacs, or
Citrus flavor. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, them things, them suckers
or
are
Fruit
sweet.
Loops.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mother, what's
Today, what's
happening?
happening? I'm so happy. I get everyone that we met
Yeah,
are in the
Jay, it's
comments.
chocolate calcium.
Yeah, it's the chocolate calcium. They're very good. They actually, if anything, they taste like a dark chocolate, but there's some sweet to it. I just got what they're these. Can you see?
I'm so
Yeah.
glad you. Go ahead, eat one.
I had to
Don't
take
even.
one in my back pocket. I just actually was sitting on this, and now it's now it's all mush. I will lick the
The
chocolate
gummies are
out.
good at it too. Yeah. Grab these were your favorite.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
things are
yeah,
bomb.
Don. Them gummies were good.
They were hitting.
Dude, I'm telling
So,
Don was pushing.
you, right?
Selma, Selma,
I can't wait to be
Tom,
able to hang out with everyone so I can. Don, the stories I heard that how funny you were when Shar and Rab just like falling over laughing.
Yeah,
I need.
everyone had a
Yeah.
gummy from Don.
so I'm wearing this red hat that Drew gave me.
uh,
It's very nice of her.
and then Drew
Drew
gave you
got me
the
that
hat.
hat.
Who got me the fedora? I wore this one yesterday for mental health shop talk. This is now my mental health shop talk hat.
Yeah, that bonfire was the vibe for sure.
Yeah, Vampire was cool.
Yeah.
I was telling Selma before we had started. Um, actually, do you want to do your little spew real quick before we get into a conversation, Tony? Or
Yeah,
no?
I'll redo it again. Why not?
Oh,
It's
you already
80.
did it?
Well, I did part of it, but you know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna repeat it again, only because
Look.
I'm gonna repeat Char's name. So, like I said,
BSG Bestie.
ESG Bestie live every Sunday night with Talk Bari to Me at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. Be sure you check her out. And she also on Monday afternoon, Char, correct me if you're wrong. She does a mindset coaching on Monday
Mm-hmm.
afternoons now. Make sure you check that out. If anyone has a vision of what a vision board should look like, hook up with her, link up with Shar. She knows what she wants to do. She will help you get there.
Well,
She
p.m.
is
Eastern.
practically carrying us all the time. So I don't know
Yeah,
what we do
she was
without her.
definitely our manager when we were on stage. So I appreciate that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, believe me,
100%.
we're Mo, Larry, and Curly without her. And
Facts.
speaking of Mo, Larry, and Curly, we are live every Monday night with the Men's Mental Health Shop Talk at 8 p.m. And we go live for a half hour as we talk all things um, that Corby comes up with here. So Ryan will come up with a a topic for us to talk about for men's mental health, and we will carry that subject into our conversation into a live Zoom at 8:30. There is a link in our bio. There is a link in the Slack app that we have the guys going into, and basically, it gives them a chance to be able to be open about their journeys and anything else they have going on. Without the noise of TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or any type of social media. What happens in that Zoom stays in the Zoom. Everything is private. And it's, again, I think every week we have a great conversation. I thought yesterday was awesome. I thought, again, we had new people in there. I feel like every Monday we have someone new that just shows up. What's up, Famous? How you doing, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
And every Tuesday we are live, obviously, with BME. And we are live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget, we are live this Friday. We have OSLP
Oh
talking
yeah,
JBY
that's
Awards.
right.
And don't forget,
JBY.
make sure you show up for that, Rab.
Yeah, I'll be there.
What time is it? Central time? What's the central time again?
So 5, 6, I think it'll be 7 because it's
Oh,
5 p.m.
cool.
Pacific because they're on the West Coast.
Oh, that's Friday?
Yeah, it's Friday.
All right, I'll wing it. I'll figure it out.
All right, wing that. If
All
not, we'll
right,
carry.
you got my
We'll
vote.
cover for you. But
Yes.
yeah, we'll be talking JBY and obviously, like I said before, BME and Talk Barry to Me with BSG Bestie. We are going to be presenting at JBY. Tickets go on sale this Friday. And don't forget that nominations open up. So make sure that you put your nominations in for all of the categories that are there. I know that one of the categories is going to be Best Podcast, and we are pulling for our sister chat, Talk Barry to Me, to win this whole thing. So make sure that you guys check it out this Friday, and make sure that you put in all of your nominations, and then there will be. Are there votes for this one? And
For what?
they'll pick the top nominations, and then there'll be a big vote, right?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Don said you got my vote. Yeah. All I want is
I'll
the
be
mental health.
campaigning for my spot.
What are the categories? Do we got a list yet?
There is a
um,
list, and Shar talked about them. But again, I think I'm gonna have to look at them and talk about them for the next like 5 months before I remember. But we will be presenting for at least one of them, which will be
Yes.
awesome, and we'll be there greeting people. So every happy face that comes through that door, we are gonna say hello to, shake hands, and or give a big hug to. Do you know?
there's quite a bit of different
Yeah,
categories,
yeah,
like
there's
20.
like, is there 20?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
cow!
so let me answer Josh. How you get involved with Bariatric Society? So next year it's going to be in New Orleans. Just type in Bariatric Society and they have a TikTok page. Go on there and they'll have all the information. You'll see everything about the previous weekend and also what they have planned for the future.
And there's tickets for sale for next year's retreat already. So you can start putting money aside and just paying little by little if you want to do that.
Hmm.
All I can say is that retreat lived up to everything that it said it was going to be. It is definitely, I think, let's see, I think Jason Smith put it the best way. He said it was the Super Bowl of like bariatric meetups. What's
What's
up,
up,
Erica?
Erica?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely the Super Bowl of bariatric meetups, and just like JBY will be the Oscars of the of bariatric meetups. So I'm so glad that we get to be a part of both of these. We were already a part of Retreat. I'm so glad that we're going to be a part of JBY too. These are
Steve
two
already got
huge
his
events.
ticket.
See, that's awesome, man. See, I'm telling you, when you find people that you can vibe with and relate to, and you get a good feeling, and you can be yourself. There's nothing
Titans
that
up.
there isn't a better feeling at all.
Haven't
Because
seen
I feel like a
BSG
lot of
Titan in
people,
a minute.
yeah, a lot of people got to I feel like a lot of people got to let loose over the weekend and like just A lot of stuff was just bottled in, and they just let it go and just had a good time. What's up, Jason?
What's up, Jason? How's it going?
Misty, what's happening? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Janae, we are definitely
I'm right there
campaigning for
with you.
100 men.
We're
We're
going
definitely
hard.
going. Yeah, we're definitely going to have 100. We at 37.
I'm
I
not
think we're
really sure. I think that
I
sounds
think
about
we're
right.
I think that's
but we have
37. I think
yeah
I think we could definitely get 100. For
yeah
sure.
we got a full year to push for this. So let's push for 100 men. We definitely want to hit this goal. And I think that the visibility that the platform's getting, we're going to be able to spread that word and make sure that we can get 100 men now and start paying now, little by little. Start putting that money aside. Start planning for it. I'm telling you, if you haven't been to a bariatric retreat, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, me and Tony get that every now and then, Erica. We kind of look alike, I guess.
Not at all.
And
But all right.
again,
I know. I mean, that's what
but
people say.
Jason, exactly,
Yeah,
2347 a week.
2340. Are you
And
guys
you can.
brothers?
Dude, I'm telling you, we get more of the you two brothers. Like it is hilarious. Like they
Yeah,
do mix
y'all
us
act
up.
like brothers.
We do. We definitely act like brothers. But again, you can see where
Man, you right
Rab
there
and
with
I
us.
get our thing, man. I know.
Every time I go up there and talk to Corby, he's like rolling his eyes. Oh my God.
Yeah, bro, you an Eeyore. I don't know why you're an Eeyore sometimes, but I was like, all right, bro, let's roll with Eeyore for a bit.
Oh
So
man, yeah.
like I met Erica in passing. She's like, I met. She was so sad she didn't officially get to meet me. I think we met in
Uh,
like passing. We were like, "Hi, how are you? It's so great to meet you." And it was just like passing in the wind.
yeah.
Um, if you go
Bro,
to
what's up,
JBY,
bro?
I'll be around.
Thanks,
You got
bro. Thank
you're in NOLA now. Nice. Be
Nice.
safe
Yeah,
up
definitely.
there.
Let everyone. I want everyone to give. Let's give some fire signs for Bro and Bariatric Society. Put them up in the chat. Um,
Yeah.
can't say enough about Bariatric Retreat and for the fact that we had the opportunity to be a part of the men's panel. Um, great. I'll take that with me to the grave. That was one of the best experiences of my life. I'm so
If
glad I
you
got to
know,
be a
you
part of that.
know. If you
Exactly. If you
know, you
know, you
know.
know.
Let's break down retreat. Let's break it
Oh,
down.
big takeaways.
Yeah,
Anybody want to start off first?
I'll go last.
That was an option, but all right. Let's see. Biggest takeaway. The people I met were the same people on lives and on TikToks and on Instagram that I would see in person. And I would
Second
definitely
that.
jive well with them. Um, like,
Yeah.
oh, thanks, Drew. Thanks, Drew. What else? I would say there's a lot of information. It was a very big learning experience when it comes to different panels that they had, keynote speakers that spoke up. I felt like there was a lot of how can I put it, community information that needed to be said for people to feel heard. Because a
Yes.
lot of people had questions, right? People had questions. How do I do this? Why is this going on? What about this GLP? What about this surgery? Why do I have this response? And like people were receiving the answers they never had. So I felt like that was a needed message to be delivered.
Yeah. It's. I don't think there was this. There was no stone unturned at retreat,
Hmm.
and I feel like they covered the full gamut of everything. The speakers that they had were the right speakers for all of the panels. Um, it's again, it's information with professionals and with people like actual bariatric people who go through the same experiences as all of us, and
Hmm.
that's the advantage of where these panels come in. We have, you have panel experts, whether they're medical, um, or whether they're just like through experience. I mean, you run the full gamut of experience and knowledge and fact based information, jam packed into 4 days. and it's not just information. There's celebration there too. The fashion show, the swimsuit, like I'm sorry that like I didn't get to see the fashion show. I didn't get to see like the swimsuit show. I'm sorry. The videos and the pictures that
Not the
came out from
swimsuit
that,
show, bro. It was a
dude.
fashion
I'm
show altogether. You
fashion
It
show,
was a
whatever,
swimsuit show.
whatever. It was Mr. and Miss America all put into one. It was, dude. It was great.
But
I'm.
yeah,
There were
it
so many
definitely
things.
it definitely was a vibe. I appreciate how it was all put together.
I miss the gala. That was another vibe that I missed. I got to
Oh
go to the luau, which was it was phenomenal. I'm so glad I got to go. Nina had a good
yeah,
time too. We stayed for a
yeah,
long time.
yeah. Y'all know how to throw a party. Yeah, I would say Bariatric Bro and Chris. I mean Bariatric Bro and Risa. They definitely know how to throw a party.
Yeah, they do.
And
They
they are very warm and welcoming. They know how to show a performance. They know how to make sure people feel loved, belong. They
yeah.
know how to get the room working. So I appreciate all those factors.
And the funny thing is, and you think about it, like again, everyone is celebrating. I don't think I saw Rissa or Bro stop walking around talking to every single person they
Hmm
could. They, I mean, the fact that they had that much energy by the end of the weekend is beyond me because it was nonstop. They just kept going, and
and
Yeah.
that's a
maintained the
testament to
whole time. Like,
exactly. But
how
it's
do
a
you do that
testament
the
to
whole
them
time?
and what
Mm,
they do for the community
mm,
through Bariatric Society. So
right.
believe me, I definitely I appreciate everything that they did
Yeah.
for us and everything they do for the community. And yes,
Well,
seriously,
I mean,
Shar's right. Everyone was
yeah.
drained. Like I know how tired I was, and I was only there for half of the retreat.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like that they took an account of each individual person, not just
Yeah,
the group of people or the amount of people that were there, but they went above and beyond to ensure that each individual
yeah,
person enjoyed themselves or got what they were there to get out of the experience. Um,
hmm
my takeaway from it was because I'm a people watcher, man. I don't really talk too much because I have social anxiety, but I mean, I ha I enjoy watching other people enjoy themselves more than anything. The fashion show was amazing. Um, I mean, it's super emotional. You have people up there. I was actually fortunate to have some ladies at my table that I had done it before. So that was very helpful. Just, the crowd supporting each other or the people in the fashion show. And then freaking, people strutting their stuff on the stage, letting it go, feeling themselves, feeling great. It's just emotionally um, happy for everyone that was involved in the fashion show.
yeah.
The
Rab
men's
rocked
pa-
the stage.
the the
You definitely
men's
get stage
Rab
presence.
definitely was. Rab
y- y-
definitely rocked.
the stage was super hard for me, like uh I loved every moment of it though. It was a force for me because again, the whole social anxiety thing. Um,
You couldn't
but it
tell.
felt good. It felt good. Yeah, I mean, I'm a good actor, but we made it happen. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, that's for sure. And I'm glad I did it. Uh,
I'll
but
probably
just
walk next time.
yeah, just seeing other people, man, get up there and enjoy themselves and have a good time and
Yeah,
everything that was put into it, the men's panel, all the different panels and the uh the speakers, the keynote speakers, man, it's just really awesome, man. Nothing felt forced. It just felt relaxed, calm, nothing, was forced.
and
The
you were able
food,
to meet with different people. So like again, you found like you might have already had a circle or your crew that you hung out with,
Mm.
but you met more people. Like I saw people like just reaching out to everybody. I mean, I don't think if someone was sitting by themselves, they weren't sitting by themselves for very long. Like
Nah,
people
everybody was
made,
warm and welcoming.
exactly, people made sure that you were not alone and that you didn't feel alone, which is great. And I
The
mean,
the food was great, but you know the one that stood out the most was, I'm not even gonna fake, but that grilled chicken with whatever was on there with the mashed potatoes, man, was hit. It was fire. So
dude,
that's just me.
I thought the lunch that we had before the panel was great. I took the other half of it back to the hotel with me. It was
Not the
great.
other half.
I was like, I'm not gonna finish this whole thing. I had enough for another meal. It's great.
Yeah, yeah, it was good stuff, man.
You know what else I loved?
Yeah, I did
And
like
I
What?
that too, man.
and I met Professor Phil, nicest guy in the world. Did 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 I not tell you? Did any of you guys, especially anyone down in the chat, did you guys have when he put the protein bar into the chaffle maker?
I did have that. I was with you.
Oh, yes.
Was I?
Oh my
Yeah,
God. It's like a warm cookie.
yeah.
And again, those were my, like, again, if I was going to have food that I shouldn't eat, one of them is like warm cookies.
And like,
But
don't get
like,
me wrong, bariatric bro. Seriously, man, I tell you, man, if I didn't like the way that bar tasted, I would tell you. I'm funny about, the protein bars and stuff. But that, yeah, that bariatric, that society bariatric bar, that dive bar is the bomb, man.
so
That
the
thing is
crumble
good.
cake, this is one of my favorites. Just, again, I ate one on the plane. I still have one. I made sure I sought these things out. I found them.
Yeah.
Um, so of course it's crumble cake, but you know what it reminds me of? And Corbin, you're gonna be like, oh, now I want one. It reminds me of cinnamon toast crunch.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That was my jam. That was my
I
Like I
know.
jam
That's
back
said,
why
then.
I
yeah,
said it. And I'm gonna
That
sit
was
here
Corbin.
and eat it in front of you. I'm sorry.
it's all good, man. I had this chocolate calcium bar all chewed up already.
Oh man. So how was y'all trip though? Getting home and stuff. You were all good?
My trip was cool getting home. I mean, we missed our first flight and we had to take a second flight.
Yeah.
But we were just traveling around and checking out the scene, so that was dope.
Yeah, sightseeing was great,
Body.
but I mean, 5.5 hours on a plane is just a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I tried to upgrade, they wouldn't let us. I was so upset.
They had us they had me they had us all board the plane, then they had us unboard the plane because they found one of the tires that were lacking in tread. So they took us all back off the plane. So
Well, I didn't tell you. Remember when I texted you guys that I landed and I said that
Mm.
everyone it ended in an ovation? Dude, we landed hard.
did
Like
you?
I've never had such a rough landing on a plane. Like literally, like Nina dropped the phone and was like turned white as a ghost with her eyes wide open. And I like looked at her and said, uh and like you could almost feel like the plane like kind of turned a little bit because he hit the brakes and you could hear the tires on the tarmac, but you can hear the engine like revving trying to slow down. And I was like, are we slowing down? Are we slowing down?
Yeah.
But we had a plane full of like kids. And I remember texting you guys. I'm like, I got a plane full of kids, and of course, where were they sitting? All around us.
That's
But
terrible.
it ended in like ovation because I think it took everyone by surprise the way we landed, and I was just like, everyone's clapping and like, yay! I'm like, oh man, I'm like, that could have been so much worse. I don't know if that just made it like personified like what had happened even more than what it could have been, but I'm just
We
like,
all
that was
could
a
have
really rough
died.
one. I don't think it was never that bad, but again, a little eye opening to like who the hell's flying this thing.
Hey,
It wasn't Spirit, Alaskan Air. Last time
so
ever.
How the hell do you get Alaskan Air?
It was the only direct flight back to Boston.
so I left there. What did I leave? Monday? Yeah. Yeah,
I
Monday.
guess it was Monday.
And it was a straight up ghost town immediately. It's like you have all these people that you spent all this time with, well, the past few days with. There's a party going on, there's, all these things going on, and then boom, everybody's gone. Um, what I'm trying to like everybody's like these strangers that we met online. We all like meet up, we develop these friendships, we have this time together, and then it's like snatched away, like it's gone, and you go through that. I don't know what you would call it,
Hmm.
Corby. Maybe you call it something like
I called it
just
withdrawals.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
you're having social withdrawal from people. Like a bit of FOMO, what you're missing out with them as well. Uh,
Mm.
I,
I told you
yeah,
guys when I got on the
I
plane.
mean,
I missed I
Janae,
missed you guys the
he
minute I got on
always
the
he
plane.
always makes us sad.
well, it's some people that are going through these things, and we all need to understand why and where it's all coming from.
I mean, we know where it's coming from. It's a direct correlation to, hey, I had all this stimulation with people that I genuinely felt like I'm cool with, and now it's like I don't have that stimulation no more.
Right,
Mm.
right.
I mean, you're on cloud nine for 4 days,
It gets
and
worse than he
all of a,
drove.
all of a sudden it's taken away from you.
Yeah.
You know who made me cry? It was two ladies on stage when the fashion show. The lady you could see that had all her emotion throughout her body, and what she was when she was tearing up because you could see the confidence of what
Yeah.
like that was exuding out, and like this is me, and that made me tear up. And there was another lady on stage that did the same, and that's kind of what you miss out. You miss out on the moments where people are really raw and authentic with the community of people who are willing to hear them out and be visible.
And they have that empowering moment, and they're able to share that with everybody.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it's an experience, and if you haven't, again, like I said, if you haven't experienced it, you need to at least experience it once.
Yeah. Freaking
And
Jason and Sarah walking down as a couple, going through
yeah,
this journey together,
yeah,
all the way through together. I mean, it's huge, man. It's super important.
and shout out to Sarah. Seriously, Jason Smith, probably one of the nicest people you're ever gonna meet in your life. His wife's the same way.
Yeah.
She was so
Hmm.
nice, so inviting. The smile, like Jason didn't even need to be around, and she would come over and talk to me and my wife, and just like, "How you guys doing? It's so glad to finally meet you." It, I
That
just
is
had a
true,
great time.
Selma. D's outfit was off the chain.
Oh my
D was
God,
rocking
D,
that thing, man.
Yeah,
dude,
the Affinity
the
Stones on the
nails,
film.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. D was, man. D, man. Man, I love the
I
hell out
saw
of
the
D.
video of Shar, and and he was in the background, and I saw the nails. I'm like, oh my God, that's D.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Again, got to hang out with D. D's
Yeah.
another great person to hang out with.
And we
Um,
got to hang out with D Lock.
oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
God, D Lock, yes,
Hell yeah. That dude is
yeah,
huge, man.
he is. That guy's a beast.
Put that work in.
He
Yeah, he
reminded me
did.
of Spawn.
He's
Yeah.
again, like I looked at it and I was like, it's her fault. I don't get to hang out with you when you come to Boston.
So what'd you think
Oh,
about the gala? The gala, man, Corby, your daggone mask, man.
Oh yeah.
That was classic, man. I love that mask.
yeah, I saw all the pictures coming out. I kept texting you guys over, and I'm just like, send me pictures. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah, the gala was hitting,
Serious
man.
promo.
It was definitely a vibe.
It even if I went, I don't know how long I would have had to stay because I had to be up so early to get the hell out of there. I know Shar was tired. She left right around the same time I did, and
Selma said I refuse to dance. Or you know what's messed up, Selma, about that whole dancing situation, man,
You
is
just can't
that
dance.
eh, yeah, I'll dance in my videos, like, and I've talked to these guys about it, man. Like,
yeah,
I'm wild as hell and outgoing as I want to be behind these daggone, these
camera.
photos and this camera and video, but in person, man, and I could dance my ass off, man. I would turn up, but I just can't get myself to do it. And I just can't find that confidence to do it in person. It's so ridiculous. It drives me crazy, but had nothing to do with you other than I might have like stepped on you by accident.
Rab be tripping over people's feet.
Yeah,
Rab is shy.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
It's all
shy
shy
right.
on
in
mine.
person.
It's all right. I already told Rab that he's got no other choice because when we go to JBY, he's got no other choice but to say hi to every single person. So he's gonna be like side by side with me as I greet everyone, so he feels comfortable and becomes
It's
social.
probably what I need to is a force. I need to force myself to go after it,
It's all
man.
right. I'll force you because again, this will be the chance that I get to really like just say hi to everyone and not have to worry about like, oh, time to go home or time to go to the hotel. I'll be out all night.
Rab, I'll
Rab said
carry you on
hi.
my back.
Yeah,
Dude,
that'll work.
speaking of carrying people on their back, I straight up, the first time I met Corby, went right up to him. I went to give him a hug, and he picked my big old ass up. And I thought you were gonna clear cut throw me across the room. I was like, whoa! I dropped my sweatshirt and everything. I was just like, Jesus, it's on my way up here.
Yeah.
That was funny.
At best,
Yeah,
best to
you
say
weren't
she
lying.
was
You said you were
shy.
gonna do it.
I told you I was gonna pick you up, bro.
I know.
VSD
I
Bestie
just
said
didn't think
she's
you were gonna do it.
shy. Yeah, right.
She ain't shy.
Heck no.
Again, Shar walked around that place. She was Queen Mother.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
She
them to you,
everyone.
Erica, for sure. I'll get you them shirts ASAP.
Yeah,
Um,
we're gonna do some shirts. I think
yeah,
we're gonna need to start pulling these things out and making sure that people get the merch out there.
yeah.
We need to actually like post that on a regular basis.
I know it just sits in our shop there, and it's like no
You,
one's buying anything. By
you
the
know
way,
what,
in
Rick?
our link we have a link to our shop in there.
Yes, we do have a link to our shop. I want
Yes,
to tell you guys this. If this didn't make you want to go harder about what you've been doing in this community,
no
you
kidding.
crazy.
Watch out.
Again,
You
yeah. So
Watch out.
this it happened when we went to Edison because again I got reassurance. I got it from Jay Salazar, and that's all I needed was to hear it from one person. The amount of people that came up to me that were just like, "Oh, I send all my clients, all my male clients to your platform," or "You don't understand what you do for the male community." Like the amount of people that came up to me and just really thanked us for what we did. What they resonate with the community and the platform. I had really good conversations with people over the weekend, just about like BME and just like what we do in general, and it makes it makes coming here every single week worth it.
yes, it
And
does. Because it makes us want to
because
show up.
it is, and I've been here for I've been every week. I haven't stopped, and again. I mean, it's just like, oh, you could take the night off tonight. I'm like, no, I can't take the night off tonight. I need to be here. I
Yeah.
mean, this platform means a lot to me. I think it shows that I make sure that I show up every single week because I have to, not because I want to, not because I have to. Because if I miss a week of this, I feel out of place. I won't feel right if I miss a week of this. I'm telling you, next month is going to feel really weird.
Damn. How many weeks have y'all done this before me? I know I did it for like a couple
40,
months.
I mean, we're 40, is this week 46 now?
46, 47.
Yeah. I mean, it's 46 because by the end of the month, it'll be 48 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, we really had everything planned to go 52, but I think that just because we've gone so hard every week for the whole year, that, you know, Christmas break will be nice for us. We have a lot of planning for season two as well.
Oh,
So,
we are,
Oh,
Erica.
for the 1 year, we're definitely doing something. We're coming out with the big guns.
oh, we're doing something completely different, and you guys are gonna be like, "You're doing what?"
Hey, yo, I'm gonna build out a studio in my office. I'm just gonna build a studio.
There
I'm
you
gonna have the
go.
lights and everything. B&B
Drew,
spotlight. That's what
Drew,
we
we'll
need to
have
do. We need to have a ooh, great idea. Be me like bat light. You know how like Batman had that light? We need to
Yeah,
oh
have a
yeah.
B&B light. That's what we need.
Yeah.
The
I'll try to
Replays
see.
in
bicycle.
December. That's what's happening for
No, no, no,
December.
no, no live BME in December. We'll make sure that we still hold this spot. I'm not giving up this spot over that
No, they're
month.
gonna be
Like,
replays though.
we'll do a replay. Don't you worry. We'll play four of our
Yeah,
favorite episodes.
we gotta
That's
figure out the
hard.
four favorite everyone.
That's gonna be
That is gonna
hard.
it is gonna be hard because I could name off a couple off the top of my head, and then I know that Rab could probably name off different ones off the top of his head, and I know Corby can come up with a bunch that like, oh my, we had a lot of really good
Yeah,
um,
man.
shows this year,
Hell
and they
yeah.
only got some of these. We only got better as the year went on.
Yeah.
So,
Very true.
It's good
um,
stuff.
speaking of like things have only gotten better over the course of the year, that men's panel.
Yeah,
What
let's
what
talk
Yes.
about
what
that.
can you really say about that? It, I don't think that
Um,
it. I don't think it ever went the way I pictured it in my head. Because again, it's the first time we ever did this. I mean, we've only done any type of BME episode like on camera. We've never done anything live in front of anyone. We've never done it live together in front of a live audience. And I thought it went pretty well for our first like live panel. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. It was a great experience. Um, I think if we ever had the opportunity to do it again, it would only be even better because I think now that we have one under our belt, we know exactly what we want to do.
oh hell yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it was a good time because I definitely like I had the nerves. Like after I got past the whole introduction part, you can definitely tell I had the nerves when I started to talk about my journey. But I got past it. It was it meant a lot for me to be up there in front of everyone.
Yeah, the
And
panel guests were awesome. Dr.
Akil,
Russo,
Dr. Russa.
Jason, Akil.
yeah,
So I think
um,
I want to go since maybe some people weren't there. Let me talk about the highlights of the
Yeah,
how the
do that.
conversation was.
Yeah.
mhm.
So we spoke on, and I think it was resonating throughout the entire Bariatric Society retreat. Is your why, right? And every time I saw on the screen when they did the fashion show, the people's why was I want to whatever it was, right? And it was a period. And I think at the Barry Mill experience or the men's panel, we specifically talked about once you understood your why, how did you expound on it? Because I was trying to get people to see that your why is never just uh, uh one specific thing and that's it. Your why is ever so changing, just like the value of who you are. So in your journey to figure out where you're going to your next step, what you want to be, how you feel, like it's growing with you in your actions and your choices and your behavior. Because this journey doesn't stop at the one why you had. It stops at the many reasons why you have another why.
Mm.
Yeah. And your why evolves as your journey goes on. And, things that you wanted, like everything changes as your journey progresses. And I think I said this when we were on panel was to think about like, where you are in your journey. Are you 6 months in? Are you post op? Are you pre op? Like, what are your goals? And like, what happens when you get a year out? What happens when you get to maintenance? Like, what is your why? What keeps you motivated? What keeps you going? Um, I mean, a lot of people like, I just want to get to my goal weight. All right, what happens when you get to your goal weight? What's the motivation after that? Do you just kind of like kick back and be like, yeah, my journey's over? I mean, this is a
Hmm.
lifelong journey. I mean, what are the things that you aspire to do now? Because now you're able to do so much more than you could. Most of us, a year out, like we're doing things that we couldn't fathomably think about doing the year before. I mean,
Hmm.
people are zip lining, people are skydiving, people are like, they're doing 5Ks, they're out doing triathlons. I mean, I've seen people on this platform go out and run marathons. I'm like,
Yes.
these are crazy things that people like would have never said. Like, I didn't think I could ever do this, and they're doing it. So
And,
again, your why changes. No one's goal is like, I'm going to go out and run a marathon, pre-op. No,
hmm
I mean, that hope. They're just looking for that glimpse of hope to be like, I just want to live. So
and I think,
how do you
and I
want to
think,
live?
and I think that piece of having that second chance to live,
Yeah,
right? And now that you're living, how do you thrive on the life you have?
Yeah.
Like, like there's a very beautiful piece that even after the figuring out of the expansion in your why, but the cross sectionals of how each one of our whys intertwined with where we're at.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
and how
that
it
was
connected all of us.
yes. So like Dr. Russo, he didn't have surgery, but his connection was the empathy he had with people,
Yep,
right? His why was the empathy with people to where people struggled with receiving empathy from the people around them because they was telling them, "Oh, you're just fat, just lose the weight." He was empathetic to the concept of this is a disease.
yep,
Let's treat the human, right? Like that's where Dr. Russo's cross-sectional piece of the why. And then Keel was talking about the idea of the transformation, the motivation to the next step, and how
yep,
his transformation through that process landed him on a panel with men talking about their transformation in their life. Like these are the intricate pieces of community and connection that create the bond of our whys.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, in the goal of like, again, I mean, for everyone that was up on the panel, it gave them a reason to want to go out and help the community. Akil, Jason, Rob, us, Dr. Russo. Like, we were like, we want to help the community. How do we help the community?
Hmm.
And that's where you get Barry Nation. That's where you get Busy Bariatrics. That's
Yep.
where you become a mindset coach or you become a bariatric doctor.
Yep.
Um, I the
Nutritionists or what
another
have you.
exactly another thing that
Hmm.
I thought was great with what Dr. Russo was talking about is that we had talked about previously before he had even spoken. We talked about our whys and we talked about like I didn't want to die.
Hmm.
He straight up said in there, and he was just like, I was tired of telling people that they're gonna die. I mean, that
Exactly.
was that was the empathetic part, and that resonated, and that meant a lot just to hear that. Is that you have a doctor that because again you go to your primary care doctor and they're like, you really need to change. you're gonna die. You're gonna, if you
You're
don't
gonna
change your ways,
die. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
what, all right. So what do they do to help you? I mean, a lot of people will just like, well, you're gonna just kind of, they take small steps, but they don't ever help lead the path. I feel like not healthcare has changed over, a period of years. I mean, my primary care said, well, especially when I was, at my heaviest, he didn't offer bariatric surgery to me. He's like, I don't know, you may want weight loss surgery, or you might want to, like, maybe go see a nutritionist. Like, he wasn't even like saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to send you here, or I'm going to refer you to this doctor, or I'm going to refer you to, this type of program. He was just kind of just going through the motions and saying, okay, I'll see you next year. Gee, thanks.
And it,
I I
yeah.
had to reach out to him and say, hey, you know what? I called him, whatever. It took me, 2 years afterwards, to be like, hey, you know what? I want to go see a bariatric doctor. It took me
Yeah.
because, again, I waited 2 years for to basically like get to my worst to say, okay, yeah, I want to go see a bariatric doctor. But there was no rush to be like, hey, you know what? You might want to take this into consideration. I'm like, these here are some options for you. Like, nonchalantly, just like mentioning things, and could care less about like whether or not I wanted to like be interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the big thing for me that I picked up, and the retreat helped me out with this big time, is that and why I'm processing all the things that are going on, and I'm just sitting there and I'm watching people and I'm just thinking. Um, it's okay. The first big thing that we're thinking about is losing weight and getting healthy, you know, and that like we talked earlier, Corby and Tony, we talked about our why, and that's essentially our why is to save our life, lose weight, and get healthy. But we don't realize, the changes that takes place here now, and we don't plan for it. I mean, I can't, I didn't plan for the fact that once I lost the weight and I got healthy, that I've revealed more things that I need to work on to get the best version out of myself and who I am and out of life, and it's funny because I never even realized it until after I've lost the weight and I've gotten healthy. And it's
Mm-hmm.
so like, and that's what we mean. I think that would be a good example as to how the whys are changing, because there's so much that you uncover when you're losing, when you've lost the weight, or you're losing the weight and you're getting healthier, and then there's other things that you have to that you have time to put together, because that's where you can put your mind into making yourself a better version of yourself. um, but then again, it doesn't come easy. It's just like where you started, you're starting all over again. I think
Mm-hmm.
Barry Cousins said it's like a rebirth. It really is. But you're an adult. You're not coming from a child. You're fighting through the things that you've already become accustomed to and used to, and you need to find that way to get to the best version of yourself again, which leads us back to therapy. And events like the bariatric retreat that help you come into that realization that the journey just isn't losing weight and getting healthy. It's becoming the best version of yourself. Yes, the reconstruction.
Exactly.
There's a lot of aspects to this journey that people don't take into consideration, and
Not at
yeah,
all.
but yeah, I think, and sometimes we don't realize it until late. But that's what's great about having something like retreat. You have like that information overload of experience and people to talk to and panels to listen to. That
Mm-hmm.
people, again, we guide each other, we support each other. I mean, again, not everything resonates, with all of us, but there are things that resonate with, with us, with different people. And that I could probably name, a dozen people on here where not everything they say resonates with me, but at least one thing does, because it's
Hmm.
different aspects that have spoken to me, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. Or, hey, I tried that and it worked for me. And that's the great thing about having such a big community, is that there is support and there is ways for people to get, you know, ways for people to resonate with everything that, that they're going through. And that's how we find our circles, and that's how we find the people that we rock with, especially when we go away to something like retreat.
Hey, you guys all right with bringing somebody up on the panel? Big E.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
bringing something
that's fine.
up.
We
Yeah.
won't have to bring his ass up. He can stay down there, but I really want to bring him up because I want to say something to this guy. I
All
just
right,
sent him an invite. Hey E, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing?
good. What's up, bro?
Absolutely amazing. Hey, real quick, we got 10 minutes left, and I mean, it's probably not enough time, but man, we can't tell you how much we appreciate you, man. You are constantly supporting the hell out of us, above and beyond. You drove us all to and from the freaking airport. You did a lot of running around on your own time and your own vacation. And man, we really truly appreciate you for all you do for us, man.
I truly appreciate it. Like I told y'all all from the beginning, the reason why I'm in this community is because of your guys' Monday shop talk. If I didn't join that shop talk, I would have never heard this about this community. I never would have learned about this community. I would have never met y'all. I would have never done any of this. So it's just the least I can do to help you guys out and support you for all you guys have done for me over the last 3 months.
No problem, man. No problem. You definitely you exemplify what a man of BME is. So
Yeah,
I'm proud of you
yeah,
I
for how you
appreciate
showed
that.
him.
yeah. We
Absolutely.
really glad we got to hang out with you and meet you, and it was a great time. And honestly, again, and this goes for everyone down that was there, and everyone who hasn't gone. I can't wait to hang out with all of you again, or for the first time. It was definitely, an experience. I enjoyed hanging out with you. I enjoyed hanging out with everyone over the past weekend. It was great. I loved every minute of it, and I'm already going through FOMO, and I already miss everyone so much.
Mm.
I
But
did not want to come home yesterday.
I do have to do this before we go tonight, because I'm giving
Yeah,
myself at least 8 minutes.
yeah,
I have to shout out the wives.
yeah.
Ryan, I gotta shout out Tamara. I gotta shout out Nina. Um,
Appreciate
honestly,
that.
they they hung out with everyone. I feel like it's a lot for our spouses to take in, like, the things that we do. I mean, it's social media. You want to be protective of, like, your own space. We are
Hmm.
meeting certain people for the first time. You don't know people very well, um, but it meant a lot to me. I'm sure it meant a lot to you too, to have them come to the panels, and to be there for our panel. There was no plan for Nina to be, there at for the panel, for the men's panel. It was going to be, all right, I'm going to go for the day, hang out with everyone. This is my one day and I'm going to hang out with all of you. She came and hung
Hmm.
out. She went around. She went to all the vendors. She was there when I was talking to all the vendors. She was
Your wife
there
was
when
very supportive. Oh,
it's
thank you, Don.
I
Yeah.
mean, she went to the luau with me, hung out. She had a great conversation. I know, with Drew and Shar, and with your wife. I'm like, and even it surprised me when she was like, "Oh, what's Ryan's wife doing? Tomorrow." And she was looking to hang out, and that meant a lot to me too, because that means that all of us together, like, she liked you guys, and that means a lot to me. Rab, I already knew that she liked you because she gave you the seal of approval and everything. but but for, like, for Shar and for Ryan and stuff, to know that, what we do together and we collaborate and, we're in each other's lives. I mean, I consider you guys family, and for her to accept you guys, meant a lot to me. And for the fact that she was there to support me and to support us as a whole meant a lot to me. And I know it meant a lot to see your wife there too, because she
Yeah.
was there cheering us on just as much. They shot video, they took the pictures while we were up there.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, that's
And
a testament to the support that, we look for and that we need. And
exactly,
it means a lot.
exactly. And that brings me to, the next 5 minutes that we have.
Mhm.
Um, that brings me to and Biggie, you can go down, man. Thanks for coming up. We just wanted to let you know how we felt about you, man. We love you, bro.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All
Thank you,
right.
Biggie.
And
Thanks, Big.
that brings me to the next thing is that I don't I can't get the point across so much of how much we really appreciate the woman in this community.
Yes.
But I have to stress, we have to stress, the number one woman in this community for us is VSG Bestie.
Yes.
Um, I can't thank you, Bestie. We can't thank you for how much you just fight for us, man. I
Hmm.
mean, that whole damn retreat, you were fighting for Barry Male Experience, to be heard. Whether it be the hats, whether it be talking to vendors, whether it be, just like networking and looking out for us, man. And yeah, we truly appreciate you. Um, I don't know if you guys want to add on to that, but man, Best, you're everything to us. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah. Again, I don't know what we'd do without you. I mean, and that's from the very beginning. When we launched this whole platform, it was because she helped us launch this platform. I mean, Anna was there with her. Um, but even you know, Shar went solo with Talk Barry to me. I mean, that was up in the air whether or not she was like, "Are you guys still going to need my help?" And we're like, "Most definitely." We knew what we had when we when we started to collaborate. We knew that Rab and I needed the kick in the pants, every week to be like to make sure we were on our game and to get that feedback. And I think Ryan realized very quickly the dynamic, not only with that, Rab and I had, but the people that were behind the camera, behind the scenes, and why we continually showed up every week with stuff that, resonated with people. We had the feedback and we had, you know, again, if you ever watch Talk Barry to me or you ever watch Very Intentional Chat, there's a reason why I'm there every single week is because of what she does for the community as a whole. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it started with her, and we're just the offspring of what she started. Again, she started. She had the very first men's panel. I got to be a part of that, and I realized that this is what I want to do. I knew that, like, I wanted to start a men's panel, and I would have never met Rab if that talk didn't happen. And then Ryan, I would have never met Ryan either. So like it comes full circle, and it all starts with her. And again, we push for her platform, and maybe we don't push for her platform quite as much as we should. Um,
that's right.
she deserves all the flowers, all the praise for what she does for us and what she does for the community. And I think we all got a glimpse of it because I don't think she realized how much of an effect she has on the community until she started to walk around retreat. And people, we know who she is. we know that people know who she is. So to act surprised all you want. I'm gonna say you are the shit. All right,
Mm,
queen
yeah,
shit. You know,
yeah. Sharp for nominees. Best podcast. Absolutely. Talk
Josh,
Dirty to Me
definitely cool.
every Sunday, 8
here's to
p.m.
that.
Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. She'll have on the sneakerhead, right? That's who
Will
Yeah,
she
she's
be?
got. Sleeve
Yes.
sneakerhead Sunday.
he was
Good
there
guy,
this week.
man.
Yeah, sleeve sneaker. I
Yeah.
want to say my toast to Shar, VSG Bestie. Her ability to be present as a supportive piece to what we do,
Hmm.
her kind heart, her motherly role as well as her manager role truly showed how how well she can blossom in a room. She
Hmm.
showed everybody who she was. She was very authentic,
Boss.
loving, caring, genuine
Mm.
from the heart. So I want to say, as Janae has said, for people to put the roses or to put flowers in the chat, put the flowers in the chat, guys.
Yeah.
Truly, truly show appreciation for someone who's genuinely will show up for anyone, even when they're not showing up for themselves. So I thank you. I'm looking for more opportunities to be in space with you.
Mm.
So thank you.
Well put.
9 o'clock. Close us out.
All right. Don't forget, like we said, BSG Bestie, talk Barry to me every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. She has a Mindset Monday that she does every Monday afternoon. Sharp, put the hours in there. I'm not quite
12
sure
p.m.
yet.
Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, look at that. See, Rab already knows. Don't forget that we are also live on Monday nights with the men's mental health shop talk at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. We go live for a half hour. Then we go to a private Zoom call for all the men, and we get to chat all things about the men's journey. And everything that stays in that conversation stays within that conversation. It never leaves the Zoom. That is for the men every single Monday night. Every week is a vibe, and then we meet someone new every week. So that it's definitely helping to bring in the men into the community. We are live every Taco Tuesday, same bad time, same bad channel. We loved seeing everyone at retreat this week or last week or over the weekend. It was a definite vibe. I can't wait to be able to see all of you again. We do have JBY coming up. We are going to talk all things JBY this Friday with OSLP. We'll be live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. Check us out. It's going to be a vibe all over again. JBY, can it get any bigger than like things are getting for us?
Right.
Seriously,
I mean, of course it will.
we just did the
Hey,
men's panel at retreat. We are presenting at JBY Awards again. Things that I never thought I would ever be doing last year. Just saying that I just wanted to be a part of something, and I just got to be a part of the men's panel at retreat, and we are going to be a part of you know, the JBY Awards.
I love it.
This
It's important. And it's important to me. I know it's important to you all. So, I mean, I love the way it feels. I love the sobriety. I just love it, man.
and I,
20,000 likes, y'all.
but you know how this happens? Community.
Yeah.
Definitely community.
That's what the bariatric retreat is all about, is celebrating community, community celebrating with each other. The JBY Awards is celebrating the community, and they get to celebrate together. Different types of events, but the same love that we're all going to feel. So I
And we
can't
go
wait to do this with you guys.
and we're going live with our sleep podcast Friday, y'all. So we'll keep you posted on that in the
Special
in the
BME
posts.
episode.
Bam, bam. Looking forward to it. And as the late Don Cornelius always said, as we let you all go, we'll see you Taco Tuesday, next Tuesday, and we'll also see some of you on Friday night with OSLP. Peace.
Love.
Oh,
All right, y'all.
I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, everyone.
yeah. Bye.